thank you for joining me tonight. I know I say it every time, but I am so excited about this product lineup. The under $50 gifting is just spot on for Grommet. There are so many gifts right at that price point. And I feel like when it comes to holiday shopping, I feel like there's a few buckets. There's the you want those under 25 gifts for, people that you know but you don't know that well and you just want to give them a little something. And then you've got the kind of under 100 that is like if you're doing a family gift exchange, we always do that where we have the $100 threshold is the most we can spend. So under 100 is kind of a nice bucket. And then that $50 price point is the one where I find that most people that I'm close to. We're right around there. So I loved going through every one of Grommet's now close to 1,200 products and finding the best of the best that is $50 and under. And so that is what we have brought for you today. And some of them are brand new. You've never seen them before. Some of them, if you watch Grommet Live regularly, you may have seen before. A couple of them, Greg and I did actually feature together way back in the beginning, almost, I want to say, even on our very first episode. And I was so excited to bring them back because these are definite favorites of both Greg and I. And so these are going to be fun to kind of relook at with you guys. But each one of them is so versatile in terms of it can be for a man, for a woman, for different ages. It's really, this is about, get that pencil and that checklist out because you're about to be able to check off many, many people from your checklist. The other thing that's kind of exciting about this show is that we are right there at Black Friday. And so many of these brands are featuring some incredible, incredible pricing. In fact, Jen and I were texting back and forth because I kept saying, are you sure that's right? So really, really good stuff for tonight. So thank you guys for being here. And again, thank you for being patient. And Sherry is in the house and we've got several of our makers in the house. So whether you are tuning in on Facebook or on YouTube or on LinkedIn, wherever you are, welcome to Grommet Live. And if we haven't met yet, I am Marcy McKenna. And I am going to be your host this evening as we look at these awesome products and we tell the stories of the incredible makers who created them. And that's my favorite part because I am an inventor myself. I'm a maker. And so any chance I get to shine a light on these makers, I am all about it, especially as we are heading into the holidays. I mean, we are knee deep. It is Q4 and these makers are very, very busy and it's just all so exciting. And in fact, one of them just popped in, one of my favorites, another female inventor, Michelle Morgan. I'm so excited to have Michelle back because we did feature her a few weeks ago, maybe even just a couple weeks ago. And she, I'm very happy to say, ended up winning Product of the Week. And when you see what her product is, you are not going to be one bit surprised. It is so clever, so cool. I mean, it's just, think of anyone that you know that likes to garden. This is going to be the greatest holiday gift you could give. Just going on record saying that. We've got Monica in the house as well. Okay, so we have so many of them, and I know I jumped out late, so I am going to just dive right into these products. We're going to do a tiny bit of housekeeping first, and one of the bits of housekeeping is that I'm going to help you do your holiday shopping tonight because two of you are going to win a giveaway. Because every night we do Grommet Live, we do 2 giveaways. And if you haven't already entered, you can do so using that QR code right there. Just get your camera out, snap a quick pic, and you enter that quick. And because you guys are here live, every one of you, if you put one word into the chat, let's just make it giveaway, then you have just doubled your chances to win. So our producer, Jen, is paying attention and is adding additional entries for those who put the word giveaway. Now, as we get going along, if you see a product that you're loving and you're wanting to win that tonight, put that in the chat too, so we know, because we've decided that is swaying us now. At first, we weren't listening to it. We had made up our minds what the giveaways were going to be, but we're kind of mixing it up a little bit. So we will do one giveaway halfway through. We will do another one at the very end. And as many of you know, at the very end is when I will do a trivia question. So definitely be paying attention. And when I'm looking at the products, I think it's going to be easy for me to come up with a trivia one tonight. So something that I talk about tonight on the show, the first person who chimes in with the correct answer at the end of the show will win the second giveaway. And let me tell you, as you'll see in just a minute, all of the products I'm showing, you're going to want to win. They're all amazing. And I see Ari Siegel in the house, another one of our makers. Welcome, welcome. Oh gosh, who else? We've got Kathy Sullivan in the house. We have got, goodness gracious, we've got Shelly, we've got Ron, we have got, oh my God, lots and lots and lots of. Okay, great, guys. So that is the housekeeping, and I will kind of explain things about the upvoting and all that as we move along. But just very quickly, I would say, if I could have one request of all of you, if the makers could have one request of all of you, it is not to be shy with the chat. We want to get that chat going like nobody's business tonight, because when that chat gets going, that means more people are going to see this show and are going to see the products that we're featuring, which means these makers are going to win. And that is a very good thing. So we want to get them found and seen during the holiday madness when it can be so difficult to stand out with all the millions and millions of products. So the chat makes all the difference. So thank you guys for being here inside the chat. And again, don't be shy. Let me know. Have you started your holiday gift giving yet? Or gift getting, I should say. I have not, although I kind of feel like I have because I'm looking at gifts every day with Grommet. So I feel like I have ideas. Okay, the first product, I'm so happy that the maker is here for this one. His name is Ari, and this product could be one of my very favorite on all of Grommet. And I believe I may have even said that the first time I featured it. I think this product is one of the most special, meaningful gifts that you can give someone. And it's an experience gift that just keeps on giving. And I love gifts like that, especially if you know people that kind of have everything, they don't really need anything. This is a gift that you might want to consider for them. And it's so affordable at the same time, which is so cool. What it's called is History by Mail. And I am curious if anyone is familiar with History by Mail. Right, the first time we featured it, right away, I got it from my dad for his birthday. And the look on his face, he didn't understand it at first, and we walked through it, and I'll show you what I mean by all of that, but he was blown away. He loves it so much. This is, when I say it's the gift that keeps on giving. So this is a subscription-based gift that, again, called History by Mail, but every month, and there's different, you can purchase different kinds of subscriptions. So whether it's monthly or whether it's a 6-month program or a 1 month, or 1 year or 2 years. So there's lots of options with it. But either way, what I love is that it's so old school in the sense that something actually comes to you in the mail. An envelope is going to come addressed to whoever you're giving it to. And if it's a gift for yourself, that's wonderful too. And you open up the envelope, and then what's inside is where the magic is. And Ari came up with this idea of basically delivering history to people on a monthly basis in the form of these actual replicas of real life documents that are very iconic, very important, relevant documents. And so let me just give you an example. It's probably the easiest way to do it. And I decided not even to open this before I'm showing it to all of you. He sent me several different ones. The one that you're seeing here is the Alaska Purchase. There's another one that says D-Day. Another one says Yellowstone Map and Brochure. Another one says Thanksgiving and Salem Witch Trials, and it goes on and on and on. There's, so many of them. I think the last time we featured History by Mail, we did Annie Oakley, which was so interesting. I really loved that one. So we're going to open it up, and I'm going to show you exactly what comes inside. So inside, you're always going to find a replica of a real life document. Okay, so here is the replica. And what is so cool, Ari has a team of experts, historians that actually scour the archives and look for ones that they think are going to be really fascinating and really relevant. We have more than 7 years of replicas. Wow, that's incredible. I can only imagine. I never get tired of it, because so what's so cool is you're learning every single month. And maybe you've heard, of course, most people have heard of the Alaska Purchase, but what do you really know about it? And so you're about to get a major history lesson every time one is delivered. So cool to be able to touch and feel something that looks so authentic. So in addition to having that team of historians that goes and finds these, he then has a whole graphic team that makes these just spot on replicas of the real thing. So you feel like you're looking at the real thing, and I'll show it up close so you can, the lighting's a little difficult, but you get the idea. And then the other thing that comes inside is a whole description of exactly what the Alaska purchase was. So you're learning about it by reading it. And he does such a good job of summing it up and making it so fascinating and so interesting. So by the time you're done reading this one is 2 pages, you know everything there is to know about the Alaska purchase. And so I love this. As I mentioned, I gave it to my dad, and as he's gotten older, he's gotten more and more interested in history. So this was like the perfect gift I could give him. But I love this also as a family gift, because when I knew I was going to feature it way back when, we started doing that around the dinner table, where I would go through one per night and let the kids touch it and feel it and see the replicas. And then we'd talk through exactly what it was that was inside. So it is just so clever. Let's open one more to give you another feel. But let's look at D-Day. Okay, and I love even just the seal on the back. It's just so special. Okay, I mean, it really, if I had to sum it up, it's like it brings history to life. Like you feel like you're right in the midst of whatever it is that's inside. And so this is a D-Day dress for a platoon leader. And so it's a sketch of actually what they wore. And it looks to me like they were designing it. And so this is exactly what they wanted. So, all the way down to that the sheath knife is strapped to the boot. And then there's an arrow showing that. There is an assault type gas mask. There's jump boots. There's a helmet with net and camouflaging strap up. I mean, the detail is incredible. Truly, truly incredible. And then on the back of this, it says Supreme Headquarters Allied Expeditionary Force. You're about to embark on the great crusade toward which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. So this is a letter that was actually mailed out to the soldiers and the sailors and the airmen of the Allied Expeditionary Force. And so there is the authentic letter that they received, and basically just kind of getting them all excited. And then I won't read the whole thing right now, but at the end it says, I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking. And it is from Dwight Eisenhower. How cool is that, with the signature and everything? So, and then of course it goes into all the detail about D-Day here and this outfit and all of that. So the other thing is, if one of them was a letter, like a handwritten letter, and sometimes it's a little hard to decipher someone's handwriting. So then he also includes sort of a transcription of what the letter says in case you can't read the person's handwriting. There was a couple that we opened like that, and that was really helpful. So in each envelope are those 3 things, really. You're getting the replica, and then you're getting the whole summary of what happened, and then any transcription if that's necessary. So what do you guys think of this? Do you have people in your life that are history buffs, or that you wish were history buffs? And what a fun way to get them into it, because it's interesting. I had one really great history teacher, and because of him, I suddenly became really excited about history. So it's amazing, if you're taught the right way, what an impact it can have on your life, and how much you can love, really develop a love for learning about history. And I just believe History by Mail is the best way to foster that in adults, in children, in families, in anyone. Is just such a wonderful gift. And that's just one of the actual letters and things. That's one thing. He sent me a couple others that I had not seen before. For instance, this is a deck of cards, and they're historical cartoons, and there's 25 of them inside. I'll just show you a couple of them. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with that. And so then on the back, we can do it J. Howard Miller in 1943, and it just describes where this came from, what was the impetus behind it, what did it mean, what did it stand for, and it does that with all of these. Americans will always fight for liberty, 1778. He's watching you. And then like these fun little cartoons here. Be Silent. Oh gosh, Douglas Aircraft Company. So just trying to give you a little sense of it. Loose lips might sink ships. And then again, all described back there. That is the 25 historic cartoon sort of cards, which I love that too. And then check this out, this wood box right there. And then inside are more historic cartoons. These are actually over 200 years of historic cartoons. And, same kind of thing, join or die. Anyway, I think you get the idea, but it is just such a special gift. It has been featured on CNN, Reader's Digest, the History Channel, Good Housekeeping. I mean, it's really been highlighted because there's nothing else like it, at least that I know of. I can't imagine that if there's anyone that does it quite like Ari does, because it's impeccable. The replicas are impeccable. The summaries are just really well done, where anyone, any age can understand it, and you can visualize it all happening. And then each one of these, what I love is they in and of itself can become a collectible, and you could have a photo album of sorts where you keep all of these, and you've got, like Ari said, they've got 7 years of historical documents, and I'm sure there's just more and more to come. Getting lots of feedback here. Such a great idea. How about Christian schools? Yes, we have a lot of homeschool families. I would imagine this would be amazing for homeschool, and they use the subscription as part of their curriculum. This would be a teacher's dream come true, because it makes it so easy for you to engage people, because you've already done that work, Ari, for everybody. Let's see. Rose Kent reply. I was wondering if we could be, okay, that's off subject. So I'm not going to go into that. I just want to make, a lot of people love history. So a lot of people already love it. So I'm guessing have already subscribed, which is incredible. But think of all those people in your life, you guys, that are hard to shop for, but that this would be something. It's just that special, again, experience gift. It gives them just a journey into history once a month, and, just kind of expands their repertoire of things that they can intelligently speak to, which I love that. That has helped me quite a bit. Because again, I know of so many of these things on a high level, but I didn't know the detail. And I find them all, as each one is more fascinating than the next. It's so cool. And guys, with the Grommet discount. So now I have to apologize. I believe this is the 6th month. Ari, can you confirm that with me, that we're seeing there, that we're featuring? So if you want to take advantage, and maybe more than one person who you want to gift this to as a holiday gift, you can take advantage. If you clip that QR code, you're going to get 20% off not only this subscription, but if you do several of them, and I am getting confirmation it is a 6-month subscription, so you would get 20% off of all of the ones that you purchase together. So if you are a grandparent and have several grandkids in different families, what a wonderful family gift to give them, that every month it's going to come in the mail, and they're going to think of you, and they're going to learn something. And I just love that. I think it's very, very cool. And that Grommet discount just makes it so affordable for 6 months for $33. Come on. And then again, as I mentioned, there is a monthly, there is a 12 month, and then there is a 2-year. And then go to his website, because it's a really cool website, and you'll see that he does have, so many options like these others as well. So have fun playing around there, read his story. I loved, he came up with the idea when he was at the Library of Congress looking at things like this, and thought that, light bulb moment of, it was so fascinating to him, and what if he could bring that to homes all over the world? And that is what he's done in such a beautiful way. You're seeing the 6-month subscription. Ari is confirming that as well. Everybody loves it, Ari. It is phenomenal, and just a phenomenal gift any time of year. But holiday, there's always those people that stump us, and this just makes it easy for you to be a gifting hero, I will say. Okay, with that, we are going to move on to our second product. This is a major, well, I always tend to find ways to do a segue because I was going to say it's a major shift. However, as I'm thinking about it, there is a little segue here because this product is called the Squirrel Bedside Perch. And you're seeing it right there. And where my segue comes in is thinking of learning history. I happen to think this is a phenomenal product for anyone in college. And actually, I'm making it sound like I came up with that on my own. The makers of this product actually have a daughter in college. And when they took her and dropped her off, which I'm all too, as is Jen, we're both all too familiar with that process. We just did it this year. And you get you order everything ahead and you get it all situated and you put things away. You want it to be organized for them. So, their freshman year is peaceful and smooth as it can be. And then inevitably you realize things that aren't, things that will get lost or aren't reachable from certain places and all of that. And so that's what they did. And then they came up with this idea for the squirrel. And let me just show it to you right here. I kind of outfitted it myself, but you could do it any which way you want. But here it is. I'm loving this color, this sort of blush pink color. And I believe this one is a limited edition. But essentially, the squirrel is going to go on, well, it can go on the side of your bed. So it comes with, I have the little, right here. It comes with this. No tools necessary to install this. It's so brilliantly organized and laid out. There are 5 different compartments that you could put things in. I just happen to have a tablet in this one here. Let me move it over. I've got a tablet. I've got a book. I've got a remote control, a pen, my medications. Maybe you've got, well, your phone for sure. But what is so smart that I have not seen yet is that this squirrel actually comes with a USB-C cord. So you plug that in and it's a 9-foot cord. So wherever you're putting this, it should be reachable to an outlet. And then you've got 2 power chargers right there. So both USB-A and USB-C. So if this is, and my daughter's in one of those loft bunk beds, and so she needed one of these when we got, and I did order her something similar from Amazon, and we basically put it in the trash. We cooked it up and it was so cheap and clunky and not well thought out, and it was more trouble than it was good. And so we got rid of that. And when this showed up, I called her right away. I said, guess what? We have actually a good solution now. So she's been kind of rigging it, putting things in various spots. But this one is so well made and so nicely thought out. And it's got those chargers built in, which, as we all know, the teenagers, the college kids, all kids and adults love to have those chargers by their bedside. So that's really, really nice. Something else I love, and so I started to show you no tools or anything. All you need is this. So it comes with these 2 bars that just insert here, and it gives you options just depending on where you're putting it. And then this slides into the back, and then it's just going to go right like that under the bed, and it stays incredibly stable. In fact, I think it holds up to 30 pounds without sagging. So you could probably put even more, but it's going to dip down a little bit. But that's how sturdy it is. And I'll show you on the back here, these little holes right there and there. That's where those bars go, and then it slides under the mattress. Now, so it's great, obviously, for a bunk bed, for a loft bed, for any bed, a low bed. I was thinking my mom, even at her place, just for her to have everything right there and organized and easy to find and get to is so nice. It does this compartment right here, I love, because this is perfect for those big water bottles like that. Stanley cups are all the rage right now among college kids. And so it does fit that beautifully. So it fits up to a 32-ounce water bottle, which is really nice. But just being able to just get to all those things, know where they are, access them without having to, in my daughter's case, she has steps down from her loft bed, just not having to go up and down, and just having that all right there is so nice. Perfect for people who wear glasses, somebody just said, and that's so true. Just to be able to reach down, get those reading glasses out when you need them. Or, I have this for medications, but I'm someone who I get the dry eyes when I wake up in the morning. I like to put the drops in, and I can never seem to find them when I need them. So to have them right here inside a little pocket would be perfect. Let's see what else. Did I miss anything? It's just, takes 30 seconds to put together. There's no tools, just slides right in there. I talked about the bunk bed and the loft bed, but you know what else you can do with it is it's just as great with a couch. So having this beside you in a chair is, whether it's a club chair or a couch or whatever, just to have that is so nice. There are some really great colors. So I do want to show you those. Let me go to those right here. This is just some of them. There's actually, I think one more. There's black, there is blue, there's red, gray, and then the limited editions are the pink that I just showed you. And then there's a light blue, which I thought I had a picture of, but maybe I don't. But I love all of them. That navy blue is so cool. And that kind of, it says red, but it's really like a burgundy, a really, really pretty burgundy. This is awesome for limited spaces. Yes, apartments, RVs, boats, things like that. Any place where, you don't have a big nightstand maybe next to you, just to be able to have that right there. Great for surgery recovery. Love that, Sherry. She just chimed in with that idea. I love when you guys bring these ideas. The reviews, off the charts. 5-star, 5-star, a couple 4s, but that's it. 5s is the by far the most. And I get it because it's so well made. As I mentioned, it holds up to 30 pounds. Such a cool, like very just kind of sleek, modern. Love that. And then the 5 compartments are, again, really deep, and there's a lot of space in them, so you can put anything and everything in those. So if you have somebody in your life who is either someone at college or even high school as well, gosh, I shouldn't even say that. I'm thinking even down to the youngins, to 5-year-old. Everybody likes to have things by their bedside, and most kids like to have a glass of water. All my kids have always wanted, my son always wanted milk, but my other kids want water. And just to have that there for any age. So again, if you're racking your brain for certain people and struggling, you don't necessarily know what size they are, or you don't know what kind of perfume scent they like, this is just an easy peasy, because who doesn't appreciate organization within reach, and especially when it's so nicely done like that. I'm going to show you a picture one more time just because I think it's just really nice design. I'm going to switch it so you can see it a little bit bigger. See that? So nice. Love it. And just, again, the charge cords is great. And yeah, as I was thinking about, so, we're talking about kids in college and high school and all that, but really maybe even more so for people that are aging. And then, you don't want to have to go across the room to get something when you realize you forgot it. So it's just all right there for you. So wonderful, wonderful product. It's created by Steve and Stacy. And again, for their daughter, I think it's just so clever. I love the name, Squirrel Bedside Perch. Super cute. So grab the QR code because you don't have to buy it tonight. Maybe you're still shopping around and thinking about it, but my gosh, that's one that you really kind of think, oh, I could think of a few people maybe. Grab the QR code because you will get that 20% whenever you decide to use it. Even if it's a year from now, you'll have that 20% and it'll be in your little wish list, which is kind of fun. Everything in one location. Love it. Keeps my nightstand freed up. That's another good point. It declutters your nightstand and just right beside your bed. Pretty great. Okay, guys, we are going to move on, and we're going to do one more before we do a big giveaway. And I usually ask, what are you guys wanting to win when we're ready to do the giveaway? And because there's a little bit of a delay, I never get to find out in time. So I'm going to ask you now, as we get going into the third product, is there one so far that you're wanting to win? And I'm guessing again that I'm going to turn my light up just a touch. I'm guessing again that you're going to want to win them all. So far we've done History by Mail, and we have done Squirrel Bedside Perch. And now this one, I'm so excited about this one. I haven't decided how many I'm going to get, but a lot of these. Especially, this is one of those, you guys, the price on the one I'm about to show you is so good. It's incredible. I can't actually believe that they can do that, but they can, and they're doing it for Black Friday. And this is such a top-notch one of these that you'll see in just a second. And this is another one, no matter the age, no matter boy, girl, doesn't matter. This is one that's good for anyone and everyone. This is a product called Blend Quick. So this is a personal blender. This is just all the rage. Everybody loves this. It's featured everywhere. It's on Oprah's list. It is just